Hey guys, so I'm leaving Wilson Creek Shelter. Me and Shay stayed here last night. We didn't wind up making it to Bob Loads, which was both of our goals. It's just the rain kind of kept going until like 7:30. So by that point it would have been way too late to do 7.5 more miles. So anyway, today we're shooting for 20 or possibly 25. Which would put us back, or at least me personally, back on track to where I wanted to be. So we'll see what happens. That's really it. Not a whole lot going on today. The first really 20 miles are flat. They're probably more like 17. Then after that you have a pretty good up and downhill. And then the last 5 miles are all uphill. So that's why I'm just debating still between the 20 and 25. The weather for today though should be sunny, slightly windy, and a high of 75 degrees. So today might really look up, and that was pretty similar to the weather we had when we went over the Priest and McAfee's Knob. So, and that was our longest day yet, so a 27 or 25 mile day should be achievable with that weather. So now it's just a matter of getting it done. And it is only like 7:30. Can't really see my, yeah, 7:37. So we're getting that at a pretty good time still too. So anyways, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, I'm here at Black Horse Gap. It's been about exactly an hour. It's 8:30 right now. So really good, almost not very exciting last hour, but I did have a talk with 2 section hikers, and let's see, the shelter is 4.9 miles, yep. But so they said it's supposed to be a nice day today, and then a rainy day tomorrow. So, which I think is what the Weather Channel was kind of telling me anyway when I was in town yesterday, but just still the same. And then we do have some views back too to my left and right. They're just not as prevalent right now through the trees. So, anyways, we're still chugging along, making decent time. Now it's just a matter of doing 90% more, and we'll have done 25 miles today. Alright guys, so we're just a little bit past Rock Gap, and we are along the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's a little bit sunny out, but there are some vistas here. Oh, there's even more over there too. So for those of you who don't know, and I really didn't know about it either, but the Blue Ridge Parkway just kind of goes up and along the Appalachian Trail for quite a while. I forget exactly where it lets off, but it's definitely quite a ways in Virginia. So this is looking at Taylor Mountain, or we're at Taylor Mountain, I don't know. I guess we're looking at it. That must be it over there. So, yeah. It's definitely humid today though. But it's not too bad. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, this is nice. Yep, so that's one of the first looks of the Blue Ridge Parkway. I know we're going to be, the next few days, we're going to be on and off it really, really often, so, but anyways, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey everyone, so I just crossed Jenny's Creek. It is 2:50 right now, so we're making pretty good time for the day. Had like a second lunch up at a Cove Mountain Shelter. I sat there for a while waiting on Shay, but he never showed up. We ate our first lunch together at a boblet shelter, and then we said we'd meet up again there since he went down to get water. So yeah, so we did. I'm 3 miles past Cove Mountain, just crossed Jenny's Creek. I still don't know if I'm going to hike up the big climb to Cornelius Creek Shelter or just chill at Bryant Ridge Shelter. It's looking like I'll have the time to do the climb, so I'm kind of leaning towards that, but I just not really looking forward to that climb itself. I did talk to a southbounder though. He said one, water is really good from here all the way to the Shenandoahs, which is good news. And then he also said the climb shouldn't be that bad, which, I mean, granted, for him, they're downhills. So I hope we're about talking about the same ones. That was a southbounder, I don't know. That was his name, I don't know. So, anyways, we should have about 4 miles left to that Bryant Ridge Shelter. So we should get there just a little, 2.5, or probably around 4:30. So I guess we'll just reevaluate there. But I'm feeling pretty good. We'll just see what this little mountain here, just up and over, of like 1,000 feet does to me. So anyways, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so I'm here at Bryant Ridge Shelter. It's actually really nice, one of the more unique shelters that I've seen on the AT. It's 4:30 right now, so I'll probably push on. Although I really want to stay here, but I want to get these 5 more miles out of the way and this climb. But speaking of climbing, it is 2 stories. It's got this L-shaped bed, so I'm not quite sure how it works. And it says it sleeps 20, so we'll see how many could fit up here, theoretically. Oh yeah, so you could fit a decent amount up here. It's kind of like a loft, and it'll overlook this area. But it's got kind of plasticky windows in it too. So it looks really nice. Really cool, really well thought out. It's even got this kind of wraparound porch almost. So I'd like to stay here, but it's only 4:30. I told myself a few days ago that I really should stop. Or I should stop. Yeah, I should stop stopping before 5:30. Because there's just so much sunlight right now. And it's so warm. Yesterday was an exception because it was raining. So, which is funny because I'll probably be about done at this point today if I had gone to the correct shelter yesterday. So anyways, we're just adjusting, and hopefully we'll make it in by 6:30 or 7ish at the latest for the next 5 miles. So I think it's like, it's not quite 3,000 feet. I think it's like 2,300 feet. So yeah, it's a decent climb, but I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, it is morning of April 5th, and I wound up staying at the shelter. You can probably see it over there. It was, I know I said that I wanted to keep going until 5:30, but it was like almost 5, and it would have been probably over 2 hours of hiking. And it was a really cool shelter, so I just stayed. And I have a plan so I can still make it to Waynesboro in the 8 days that I need to, so there's really nothing to worry about. And additionally, I just didn't want to do this climb yesterday. Anyways, today should be a good day, a lot like yesterday. And then, 1 second. Yeah, so today should be a good day, a lot like yesterday. And tonight I think it's supposed to rain though, so we'll see how that turns out. But we have a 2,300 foot climb right now, and then to get kind of up on the ridgeline. And once we're on the ridgeline, we have another 700 foot climb to get to like the highest point of the day. So, and then from there, it's more or less downhill. So there's a cool waterfall up here too. But anyways, we should have a good day. I'm glad it looks like it's gonna be blue skies most of the day, so we'll have some good views. So anyways, I'll check in with y'all later at some point. I have climbing for the next 2 hours, so I don't really like filming while I'm climbing because I'm just wheezing in and out. So, but yeah, later. Alright guys, so it's about 8:15. We got about we have the first of 3 climbs done with. Now it's kind of flat for like a half a mile or a mile or so. We do have the sun right now though. Hopefully we'll be kind of in the shade of this mountain here pretty soon. I guess that might be our next climb, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell where you're going as you're climbing it, but I guess those 2 humps over there are the ridge line, if you can even see those. Yeah, this is exactly why I was glad I didn't want to do this climb yesterday, because I'd be in the sun almost the whole time at this rate. So, but yeah, anyways, we're about a third of the way done with the elevation, or just over a third, I think, which is nice. So I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so we made it to the Trail for Cornelius Creek shelter. It is 9:40, so it took us actually just about 2 hours and 10 minutes, which for that climb is not that bad, given it was still almost exactly 5 miles. I'm not going to go there though, it's 0.2 off the trail. It looks like it's uphill, so there's this creek right here that I'm just fine with sitting down at and enjoying a snack and getting some more water. And now it's 5 more miles to Thunder Hill shelter, where we will probably have lunch. Should get there, yeah, around 11:40. So, anyways, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so we have arrived at the top of Apple Orchard Mountain. It is 11:36, so we're doing excellent on time as far as the climbing is concerned. And there's some of the views. That's a good view out that way. Oh, there's a car up here too. Huh. I guess there's a road that leads up here, which would make sense. It's probably how they built this tower. So, almost forgot. We have the guillotine. So, hopefully it doesn't choose now to claim its first and probably only victim. But, yep. Alright, good. Not this time, nature. Not me. Hey guys, so I'm here at Thunder Hill Shelter. It's a pretty nice shelter. They have some campsites kind of around it too. Then water's down there. There's a pretty brand new privy over there. And then they have a bear box over there, so you can actually put your food in there, which is really awesome. And I think they said it sleeps 6, which seems about right. And yeah, so I'm just gonna enjoy some lunch here. But seems like a really good spot. So I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, I'm just like a mile past Thunder Hill Shelter. Pretty close to Blue Ridge Parkway. And I stumbled upon this little outlook. See, now this is a view. So, at our current rate, it looks like we'll get into, there's one of 2 shelters. I cannot easily make it to the first one by around 5. And then there's one just like 4 miles beyond that one. And it's really flat between the 2. because you cross the James River. So I'm gonna see if I can make it to the one on the other side of the river, because that would again catch me up to where I plan to be, where that rain day slowed me down. So that's the plan for now. We'll see. I mean, it's still about 15 miles away, I think. So I mean, we'll see what happens. Hey guys, so we're just above the James River right now. We should eventually have one more climb down into it. We're about 2 miles from Matt's Creek Shelter. We're just a little bit north of Cove Creek or something like that. So anyways, just checking in. I don't think I have since launch at Thunderhill, so, or since that outlook. But anyways, it's been pretty uneventful. Just some ups and downs, just listening to podcasts. So a little plea from help for y'all. I'm only listening to 2 podcasts right now. I have a startup podcast about like starting a business. It's called Startup. And then like a history of World War II podcast. So just using those 2 as baselines. If you know of any good podcasts, or if you're a former thru hiker, I'm curious what you listen to as well. So if you know of some, or you listen to some, go ahead and comment with that. I'm curious what y'all listen to, if you do listen to podcasts. Before this trip, I didn't really listen to podcasts at all. So I'm curious to see if it's kind of the same for those of you who have thru hiked. So anyways, it is just 5 o'clock on the dot right now. So I should get into Matt's Creek about 5:30. But today I am determined to go to the next one. So we should arrive there at around 7:30. So it'll be a late one. But I think as far as the days go to make it up, with how flat the 4 miles between the 2 shelters are, this is the day to do it. And it's still really good weather too. It's cloudy, it's overcast, but there's a nice breeze. It's probably maybe high 50s or in the 60s. It was probably in the 70s before, but I doubt it is right now. So with the weather good today, and it's supposed to be bad tomorrow, and the flat terrain between the 2 shelters, I just feel pretty confident about this one. So that'll give us a big day, but pretty much all the elevation was in the first half of the day. So all we gotta do now is hike down to the river, hike along it for a while, and then get across it. So I'll check in with y'all either at Matt's Creek Shelter, just real quick, or maybe at the end of the day. Hey guys, so I'm a little bit past Matt's Creek Shelter. There's one guy there, he's just camping for the night. Talked to him a little bit. He's interested in doing a thru hike, so I was just kind of talking to him about some of the different aspects of it. But so now we got 4 miles to go, or 4.9, or is it just, I think it's 5, whatever. We'll get there when we get there. Anyways, it's about 5:30 on the dot right now. So according to the rule I said yesterday, which I just come up with, which I broke yesterday too, is I could have stopped at that shelter, because I'm telling myself I'll go till 5:30 every day. I'm not going to stop beforehand. Well, I didn't wind up leaving that shelter too, just a minute ago. So could have stopped there, but again, I'm really motivated to do this. I didn't even take my pack off or anything. That was my mistake yesterday, was I took my pack off and I sat down. So, but I also think a part of that was just because it was such a cool shelter, and there's some cool people I already knew that were camping there. So, and I was also kind of waiting on Shay. I don't know what happened to him, but anyways, we'll continue on. Next we gotta kind of get to the James River, and then we gotta walk along it for a ways. Then I gotta cross it. So I'll check in with y'all there. Hey guys, so I'm on the longest footbridge on the AT. We're crossing the James River. We've been hiking along it for about a mile now. And yeah, not quite sure how far we are from the shelter. I gotta look that up, but making decent time. It's 6:10 right now. So, also, I've been noticing ever since my climb down off the ridgeline today, that spring is really kind of starting to come out. Got a lot of flowers out. I've seen about 5 or 6 different kinds just since I've been walking down. And then also, there's a few different trees that are starting to bloom. You can kind of see it over here. So then there's some like red and some purple ones and white ones too. So it's really quite nice today. This whole section of like Southern Virginia, which I don't even know if where I'm at counts as Southern Virginia anymore. I feel like I should at least be in Central Virginia by now. But regardless, it's just kind of nice to start seeing more colors and foliage, as opposed to just evergreen trees, and then trees that look like they're dormant. So that's nice. But anyways, just a little bit longer to the shelter, and I cannot wait. It's always nice to finish up on these long days. Hopefully it's not too crowded.